Watch the dog. Little yapper.
In the summer of 2020, San Diego police officers conducted a welfare check at an apartment on 4th Avenue.
Watch the bedroom door.
There's blood on the inside.
Yeah.
In body camera footage, you can see officers enter the apartment. 2 children are sitting on a couch when a man walks out of the bedroom.
Stop.
Police officers shout instructions, the man keeps walking, and then an officer fires a taser. Using their tasers, the officers shocked the man a few more times before putting him in handcuffs. Police made no arrests that night. However, the man who was tased filed a complaint against the officers for excessive force. SDPD conducted an internal investigation and cleared the officers. But San Diego's Police Oversight Commission, which is made up of community volunteers, disagreed. It found the use of force was excessive. The commission shared its conclusions with the department. SDPD then had the option to incorporate that feedback before closing its internal investigation. At the most basic level, that's how San Diego's Police Oversight Commission is supposed to work. But right now,
they are really not functioning at all.
Andrea St. Julian is an attorney and co-chair of San Diegans for Justice. She also authored Measure B, the 2020 ballot measure that called for stronger police oversight in San Diego. It passed with 75% of the vote. The measure requires the city council to create a stronger community watchdog over the police, with the power to launch its own investigations and subpoena witnesses. But that hasn't happened yet.
It is a travesty that the city council has worked in such a way that instead of creating a more robust oversight mechanism for the city and for the police department, they have basically destroyed it at this point.
There are 25 commissioner spots, and currently fewer than half are filled. The city council could have filled those vacancies, but chose not to, as burnout contributed to a wave of resignations in recent years. Patrick Anderson served on the commission until last year.
I was very quickly spending 20 to 30 hours a week just on commission work. It was essentially a second job.
The dwindling number of commissioners couldn't keep up with the workload. There's now a backlog of more than 150 cases, and it will only continue to grow. That's because the commission recently announced it will stop holding meetings and pause its review of cases. Not only that, but KPBS found SDPD has closed dozens of cases of alleged police misconduct without the commission's input, simply because too much time has passed. They include more serious allegations such as excessive force, discrimination, and unlawful arrest.
We can't guarantee somebody who's being pulled over right now that their complaint is going to be heard and given a fair shake by this commission. That's a tragedy. And it's a political disaster, frankly.
It's up to the city council to act. It needs to appoint a slate of new commissioners before oversight of the police department can restart. Those commissioners will need to go through intensive training and eventually develop rules for how the commission will conduct its own independent investigations. Needless to say, the powerful watchdog envisioned by Measure B is still a ways off. Just how far off?
I would say, and this is the best guess, 18 months to 2 years. Well, I've learned how things move slowly in the city.
KPBS sent multiple interview requests to Councilmember Monica Montgomery Stepp, the council's most vocal supporter of Measure B. She declined. In a written statement, Montgomery Stepp said she's proud of her work on the issue. Council President Sean Elo Rivera also declined multiple interview requests. His office promised KPBS a statement, but instead sent out a news release to all local media saying the council will begin appointing new commissioners later this month. Scott Rodd, KPBS News.